Hello guys. Hello guys. So today, what we are going to be doing in this video is that we are going to be assembling our trumpet, our megaphone. So what we do, this is the assembling environment. We go to assembly. So when we get to assembly, we click on insert components. So by the time we get to insert component, we click on browse. So browse helps us to choose the parts, the battery section, the cover, inner trumpet part. You say okay. So once you do that, so we start bringing the part 1, 2, okay, the last one. So once we are done with that, we click on OK. So these are the 4 components that make up our megaphone, each of them by the side. So when we go to this place, we go to the manager, the file manager, feature manager, we see that we have seen the 4 components, the 4 parts. We see the inscription of F on the battery section. So we go right click and say float. So once we do that, we know that the basic part for this assembly is actually the trumpet section. So what we'll do is that we right click on this guy. We will first of all go to mates. So what we are going to do is that we are going to set the reference to align the environment with that of those of the trumpet section. So go to front plane, we open the trumpet section, we go to his own front plane also, and we say both of them coincident. We say okay. Mate, the system is slow. Top lane for this guy, we say coincidence, okay. Then we go to white plane for the trumpet, and we say okay. So when we are done, we say close. So once we are done with that, what we can now do, you see that it is now being formed this way. So the next thing now is to fix the other parts. So we just fill it. So we just go to the trumpet, right click on it and say fix. So we have fixed it. So the other parts now we have to work on now is the battery section. So I move the battery section. To rotate this battery section to fit into this hole, we just right click, hold down our right button. Okay, so we are okay with that. So drag it closer. So go to mate. So mate, this section and this section, and then detergent. So I go this way, click on this place, this surface, click on this guy, this and this guy, don't even be concentric, say okay. So both of them are in the same center now. So the next thing to do is to make this guy to be coincidental with this guy. Coincidental. So see how it is now. So it has fit in to that position. So the next thing we are going to do now is, okay, if you notice now, this place can still rotate. This guy can still rotate. So, but we want it to be fixed. So to fix this guy, what we now need to do is check. Okay. So check for the battery section. This is white plane. This is the white plane of the empowerment. Top plane. White plane. So what I can do is I'll go to mate. So the white plane of the battery section should be fixed with the top plane, coincidental. So let's see, let's change it to white plane. So this guy, delete the second selection. So choose white plane. So coincidental, yes. So cancel. So this is the best position because it actually have to be up, that it can open this other way. So the next thing now, if you notice now, it's no longer rotating because every part needs 3 mates to actually to be fixed. So this is the next thing to put, which is the cover. I press down my right key button and rotate it. So got into that one. So I come here, click on the body of this guy, press right click and say mate. So once I say mate, I tell it that each of these parts you have, it should be concentric. Concentric meaning that it should have the same center. I say okay, cancel. So now once we have that, we see that both of them are concentric. So what we can now do now is, I need this guy and this guy to align. Need both of them to align. So I click here, right click on mate, then tell it with this smaller one that both of them should have the same center. It should be concentric. I say okay. So cancel. So see what we have done. So what is the next thing to do? This last mate was delete mate. So I come this way, click here, mate, click on this surface, coincidental, or better still, let's do it this way. Let's make use of the advanced mate. So let's say width. So we'll tell it that this guy and this guy, this face, this guy, this face, and this guy, this face here, and this face should be between them. So we'll go this way. So once we are done with that, we cancel. So that is okay. So the next thing to do, you can see that they are both aligned now. So the next thing to do is to fix this face mate. So this face and this face should be coincidental. So by the time we have that, we have something like this. So from what we can see, we see that this hole and this hole, they are far apart. So we need to change it from our sketch. So we'll click on this material and say edit. So we have to edit it to work on it from this place. So once we go to that place, so this is the cover actually. So we'll work on this sketch so that it fits into this. So this is what we call editing in the assembling environment. So I come to this place. So this sketch that gave us this was actually this guy. So I come to this place, then edit the sketch. So click on edit sketch. Okay. So let me save the work. Assembly 1, Megaphone 1. So I edit that sketch. So what I need to do in that sketch is that I have to reduce this line. So to reduce that line, I ask myself, so I come to evaluate and I say measure. So I'm asking it to measure this line for me. And that line, the length of that line is 4.15. So cancel. So I change this guy. Let's change it to 5. Okay, that is not what I'm supposed to change. Ctrl Z. I change this guy. Delete it. Also delete this guy. So what I now need to do is bring this guy down. Increase it. So perpendicular to me. So let me evaluate, measure from this circle to this point. Let's measure from this circle to this center. So that distance gave us 45. So we say, so we now dimension this guy. Sketch dimension from this center to this guy. We need it to be 45. Now once we get that, say okay. So this one can reduce this guy to 5. 5 is too small, so make it 10. Okay, so this other external circle, we want these two circles to have the same horizontal. So we want these two circles to have the same horizontal. So what we can do is reduce this diameter of this guy. Let's say 8, no, 6, 5. So convert entities. So I need this circle. Delete this circle. Yes. So I need from this circle center point, circle, start from that place. So what I now need to do is I say okay, so I'll delete this other circle. Yes, so I have this circle like this. So let me delete this coincidental. So bring this guy down. So dimension this circle, Ctrl Z. Dimension this circle. Let's dimension this circle 4. So this guy is not supposed to be horizontal. So click on this line. So we remove the relation. So this guy can bend this way. Vertical, coincidental. So what we now need to do, just draw an horizontal line from here. So after this, we say we are okay with that sketch. So what we now do now is so after that, the next thing is to do the cut extrude. So the cut extrude, go to the cut extrude, edit the cut extrude. Continue. So editing the sketch for the cut extrude so that it will fit into what we have there. So what we now do is that we remove all these guys. Yes, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. So we are deleting all the lines for the cut extrude to get the new one that will fit perfectly into this. So once we are done with that, so we sketch. So what we do is let this guy be vertical, let it be facing us. So we have it facing us this way. So I don't need this guy too. So I will tell it to retain this point. I need a hole here, a hole that it will pass through. So face me. So I need a hole to pass through from here. So I come to this guy and say convert entities. So by the time I click on convert entity, it gives me this shape. So I will now say okay, I'm done with that sketch. So say continue and ignore. Okay. So now what I will now do now is to extrude cut it. So I come to this extrude cut, click here, then say edit features, continue. So editing the features, I tell it that okay, meet plane, okay. So contours to it. So that is what I want it to extrude. I say I'm okay with that. So when we are done with this, you can see that it enters perfectly. So we say okay, we are done with the editing. So once we go to that, we see that it fits perfectly. It fits in perfectly. So with it, so we are done with that. So the next thing we have to do now is to insert the last part. So the last part is this cone. So what do we do to the cone? We go over now to mate. Go over to mate, then we'll click on this surface. Let's click on these circles first of all, then go to the circle on this guy, click this guy, tell both of them to be concentric. So once we have that, we see that it is concentric already. So this guy is concentric to the other guy. So we click on this guy, mate, because this is actually going to give us, and I tell it to be concentric. So click on mate, tell it to be concentric with this guy also, so that the 2 points will become fixed. I say okay. That's it. So with that, what we have is that this guy so I guess we are not getting the center. So let's remove those two mates and use cylindrical mates instead. Concentric, yes, remove. Concentric, remove, yes. So what I do instead now is I click on this place, tell it mate, then I tell it to mate with this circular part. So both of them should be concentric, having the same center. So once I do that, now it shifts to the center automatically. So what I now need to do is that mate, click on this surface, coincidental. So with that, we have gotten our megaphone ready. So can decide to give a better appearance. Painted car paint, white. So this guy, let's get a good word for it. Just word, candy apple. Okay. Then let's get a good black for this guy. Let's get this guy. Change this part also. Then the inner. Wow, let's see. Wow, we have a wonderful one here. So you can decide to get a good appearance, and let's get a good scene or presentation scene. Okay. So we are just trying to like get a wonderful scene for it. Studio scene. Let's make use of this one. So you just choose the scene that you are happy with. So just say zoom. So we can choose anyone you want. So that is what we have. So we have gotten what we are looking for. So this is our, so we can now save this guy. This is our megaphone. Save all. So we can see the megaphone. So isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? So for us to get a picture of it, we go to File, Save As. So we can just say Save As JPEG. So JPEG will save it. JPEG will save it as a picture. So save. So you can see the picture of it. We'll go back to SolidWorks. So we can also do. So thank you very much for watching the video. So you can like our video, share our video, subscribe to our video, thumbs up, give us a thumbs up. See you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.